The GOP has long seen itself as the party concerned with upholding law and order. Think about every election cycle you can remember. The party drums up fear and tensions about crime and lawlessness and tells voters that they are the only ones who will save us. But as we know, right-wingers often seem to end up on the wrong side of the law, and often it isn't by accident.
Now, he said that the federal government had joined the culture war against same-sex marriage opponents. He says being gay is a lifestyle. The host brings up that Christian groups he feels like could eventually be viewed as hostile to the government, almost in line with Al-Qaeda, and he says he agrees. And just take a listen to this quote where he talks about divorce, contraception, and the sexual revolution.
It's a long time coming. You know, it came after no-fault divorce. It came after we implemented very permissive policies on contraception. You know, the sexual revolution has gone through several phases. We just happen to be at the phase now where same-sex marriage is at the fore.
So this is the Texas judge Matthew Kacsmaryk who issued the ban on mifepristone, an abortion-inducing drug. And CNN is now reporting that he failed to disclose certain interviews before getting the job, where he basically outright blamed feminism for the downfall of society. But aren't judges supposed to hold themselves to at least a pretend standard of bipartisanship, as they are appointed and not elected, and they are appointed to serve all Americans? Yeah, so I think we've seen enough recently to know that when it comes to the judiciary, the right turns a blind eye to the whole legality part of the job. In addition to the bombshell reporting that's been happening on Clarence Thomas's multiple ethics violations, we are now learning that fellow conservative Justice Neil Gorsuch sold a property of his off-market to the CEO of one of the nation's largest law firms, but left the box asking for the identity of the purchaser blank on his official disclosure form. And since that sale, that company has been involved in at least 22 cases before or presented to the court. This is according to Politico. So our judiciary is a mess with all kinds of corruption and ethics violations. And if you think the right has any intention of clearing that up, well, take a listen to Trump's plan.
To stop the local Marxist prosecutors who release rapists and murderers while persecuting conservatives, on day one of my new administration, I will direct the DOJ to investigate every radical DA and Attorney General in America for their illegal, racist in reverse enforcement of the law.
Racist in reverse. Yet another one of Trump's promises for our country that he's making should he win re-election. But remember, he not only has to win an election for those types of crazy policies to be enacted, he also has to keep himself out of jail. For more of my coverage on The Breakdown, check out my latest video on a MAGA lady enraged that Gen Z doesn't like MAGA by clicking on the link in the description box below. Thanks so much for watching. You can follow me on all platforms at Caro Johnson 917.